Welcome to another video. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day today. I am as well. Baby, nobody. You saw this going to win. Yes. But what happened? We got greedy. We didn't make nothing out of this trade. We didn't make anything out of this trade. We lost money actually. I lost around, I'm pretty sure, $10 on this trade. Greedy, man. We were up 2.6 RR. I do not know why. I do know why. I definitely do know why we got greedy here. We're gonna talk about it, right? We're here. As I said in my last video, it's time to move forward. We're moving forward, but now we're encountering new problems here. And this new problem is, not partialing / breaking even on a take profit. And we did break even, yes, but didn't partial. Nobody in trading will ever make the whole pie of the move. They always make a piece of the pie. They always take a piece out of the pie. They don't take the whole pie. And today, I thought I was that guy, so I'm going to take the whole pie. And I found out that, shit, if you're not going to take a piece and be greedy, you ain't going to make nothing. I actually lost money on this trade. The trade worked in our favor. Yes, everything was good. But it didn't pan out at all. You can see it went to a loss. And not to loss, a break even. We made money on this. We actually did take profit, but we were too greedy that we didn't partial or break even, so we didn't make nothing. We're trying to make the whole pie. We're trying to make the whole thing of the move. We're trying to see, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, like 3.8 RR. This could literally give me to, right by passing that account. Guess what happened? We didn't make nothing. We actually lost money on this. Greedy. What's a problem today? And we're going to talk about it, right? Let me give you guys a top-down answer. Then eventually we're going to talk about the trade lesson. You could see he went to a loss. And not to a loss. He went to the hit take profit one and fully, reversed. I think our take profit was wrong as well. We could definitely fix that since Thursday, Friday. We should definitely go to take profit. But usually on a Thursday and Friday, I like to go for, the nearest daily objective, but that will probably change. That will definitely change. Because what I'm seeing recently is that I am seeing market reversing after my first take profit on after the 4-hour CRT / 1-hour CRT on Thursday and Friday. And you can see market reverse on the first CRT take profit and fully reversed. So because my last trade I took, which was a 4RR, we went to the CRT and it panned out. And eventually, if we were to hold it, it would have not panned out and it would have been a loss here. You can see souped us out before going lower. So we're gonna talk about that as well. We're gonna have two. We're gonna refine our rules. We actually literally right now added a rule about just to take profit. Add a rule right over here. I'm gonna read out to you guys. I'm gonna give you guys a quick insight to the feature of this YouTube video. The rule is right over here. Let me read out for you guys. Okay, I said right over here. When my take profit gets hit, I move to break even and take partials. I am not greedy. I don't try to hold and hope the next take profit gets hit. I partial and go break even. Non-negotiable. If I don't, I risk making nothing and potentially losing money, which today I made nothing and I lost money. And making something is always better than making nothing. Motion is better than no motion. I'm not greedy. I partial when my take profit is met. I don't assume you'll go further. I take my piece of the pie no matter how much RR the trade offers. And you can see it didn't pan out. It literally, that was a problem. We got greedy. See, I saw the video, our emotion was very, we're laughing, we were taking it, lightly. Now it's getting a little more serious. As I said in my last video, we're moving forward from RE forward, right? We're moving forward. It's time to move forward, which we did. Now it comes to a new problem, which is problem I just added in there. What the reason? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The reason why I thought this may get mad because if you go, I'm sure you guys proof to what I mean, right? If I go back in a chart to all the way over here. Now let's trade I took on a 4-hour time frame. I took a short on this, and my take profit was just right over here for the first TP. And when I thought this one first TP, okay, I'm just gonna go for this low as my take profit here. This is the New York Rotor Profile 2, Profile 1. The 5 AM candle low is my take profit. You can see it went lower, and on this trade, I didn't partial on this. I just went for full TP, and I tried doing the same thing over here with this recent trade that we had, and you can see it didn't work out. It reversed. During that time, it wasn't guaranteed. Neither right over here was it guaranteed here, but that time we just got lucky, and we just hit our take profit. We don't have to partial our first TP. We just went for both TP, and we try to do the same thing here, and we make consequences of making nothing and losing around $10, which is still break even. But the point is, we cannot be greedy. I would change my Thursday and Friday rule. You can see Thursday and Friday always likes to go for a realistic profit. Friday and Thursday, if you don't go for a take profit, your market will usually have a high chance of reversing, which today reversed. Last week reversed. Thursday and Fridays are very important days, right? On Thursday, you can see last week over here, it's Thursday, so it needs to close at a fair price. So if you didn't partial here, loss, or you didn't get out there. So my Thursday and Friday trading rule would change. So just going to the CRT, nothing else. Just to the CRT, take profit, nothing else. Now I'm gonna go to the higher time frame to give you a top-down analysis to this trade that we took here. That we had right over here. You can see the weekly time frame, weekly fair value got met. Well, if you're the weekly CRT down, if the journal goes to the downside, what does it go to the longs? There was SMT there, and SMT prevented from happening. So we're going from a weekly SMT IRL to ARL, weekly CRT to the upside, another weekly CRT to the upside. Right now, it just got met. What does that tell me? It's beautiful. Why? Because when I push the down to happen, I didn't lose no money. If you go to the daily time frame here, Monday, if you're looking for longs, no trades. If you're looking for shorts, loss. Tuesday, if you're looking for short, another loss. If you're looking for longs, no trade. Wednesday, if you're looking for longs, no trade. Thursday, if you're looking for long, a trade. You see, you want to avoid a lot of losses just because of SMT. But if you're looking for shorts, Monday loss, Tuesday loss, Wednesday, there would have been one win. And this right over here, this day, you would have had one loss, another win. Right, so you're basically going on a 2-on-2. Yes, you take profit, definitely got made, right? You're making more. But as you guys gotta know, we gotta focus on the highest probability setups. To the long, the bias at all wasn't incorrect at all. It was beautiful bias. The bias was correct. It's just that now when the push to the downside happen, we're not in the market for that. We're chilling. We're not in the market. We have not participated in the market, so we're good. So when it went to the downside, we didn't lose nothing. But we didn't need to make anything because we fucking got greedy, and he backlash. I like it. I'm loving it. I'm loving every second of it. Why? It's a journey to greatness. Everybody has their own journey to become great, and this is my journey. And as I said, when we're gonna move forward, I thought like, okay, we should just make it. We should take losses, probability losses, move forward, right, and eventually not make any mistakes. I guess so. Today we just made a new mistake, but we refined our strategy even more, made it a little bit sharper. Fantastic. Now, if you go to the 4-hour time frame, on a daily, I'll give you guys my weekly analysis. On a daily, during this trade, we had a daily series to the upside, another daily series to the upside. We had a daily SMT to the upside. We had our discounts, so we want to buy because market super high, super low, stable high, stable low. So we're in a discount area, so we want to go longs here. we had a daily, to me looked like to be a ERL to ERL, but or a daily premium SMT ERL to this a IRL. That's what I had in a higher time frame. Today, you can see tomorrow we may have a whole different bias, but today this is for the bias for this day, right? Now, if you go to the 4-hour time frame, actually tomorrow I don't know my bias at all. I'm not gonna tell you guys. I have to see where the market is at tomorrow. But on the 4-hour time frame, super high, super low, premium discount. When discounts we want to buy, as well we had in our OTE here. As well, we're looking for negative profile 1 accumulation, 5 a mid position, 9 expansion. 9 expanded the downside, but I'll take profit already got met. Had a daily 50% of the CRT as our goal, but that would change. I will add I'll redefine that role even further and even more dense. Now if you go to the hourly time frame, that's what we had on a higher time frame. We had a bullish order flow. Now this is the last high to tap the higher time frame key level. Since the last high to tap the higher time frame key level, once it goes above this, order flow is going to turn bullish, but the order flow was already bullish. But now, once it goes above this, it's confirmed to be bullish because SMT got disrespected. And during that time, any other market analysis that we had? No, for a weekly profile, it looked to be a consolidation reversal Thursday low of the week. But if I'm looking for longs tomorrow, it may be a Friday retracement, because I'm high likely now looking for there's no other weekly profile on the Friday. It could be either a Friday retracement or a classification profile 2 to the downside, which is Monday high of the week, or Tuesday high of Monday classic profile one to the downside, Tuesday high of the week. So we can possibly look for Friday to retrace because the already got met. And that's what we had as our bias. We had an SMT, which happened in the same hour with DXY, which that led me to taking this trade. Now we go to lower time frame. Looking for SMT between 6 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. SMT happened at 6 a.m. We had a model 1. He got tapped, and I didn't at first. I was looking to enter that threshold, not the model 1. Why? Because I thought the body was kind of fat. But if I see right here, it wasn't fast. So that's why I changed my entry position. And I saw a big push to the upside. I was like, okay, market is showing us impulsive move to the upside or downside, showing us the impulsive move. They wants to go up higher. So the threshold is high likely not to get met. Markets are gonna probably test the model 1 and go up higher or lower from here. Another example to the reference, what I'm trying to give you guys. The reference to that is, we go back on from last week. Reference I'm trying to give you guys here is this right around here. Let me get that reference to you guys. 5-minute time frame right over here. Market did a very impulsive to the downside, so it's high likely not gonna get tapped the threshold, just go lower. Same thing happened to here. Same thing right over here happened to this. Market did a impulsive to the upside. I was like, okay, market is high likely not to go all the way back down and go up higher. So I'm looking to enter out the model 1 and but put my stop loss at the body, because wick doing the damage, body telling the story. It says it's not gonna tap the threshold, so the stop loss kind of safe. Will I always do this? No, there's gonna be times where I do this, right? There's gonna be times where the only time I'm gonna do this is when the market did an impulsive to the upside or downside, and the threshold is highlighted down to get met. So you can enter on the model 1 itself and put a stop loss on the body, which is right over here. Put our stop loss there and just go from there on forward. But it's gonna be a little riskier because well, why don't you put your stop loss on a total soup? But as if this case, it makes sense. It made sense. You can see it made sense. It went up high from here. Why did it make sense? Because market did impulsive to the upside. The threshold is high level to not get a retrace. If you're gonna touch it, market wouldn't do a huge retracement back down here just to get an edge to go up higher, right? So market's gonna tap just the model 1 and go up high from here. At the model 1 and eventually went up high from here, heading out take profit, then eventually fully reversing, which we made no money out of this. Now let me give you guys the lesson. So the lesson is 2 things. We could enter out of the model 1 if the body is big. In this case, the body was big. we can enter the model 1 when the body is big only if the market does a big impulsive move to the upside or downside, and it doesn't look like okay, and it doesn't make sense for the market to reach all the way to the 50% of the threshold and go up higher or lower. In this case, it didn't make sense because market did a big push to the upside. Tap the model 1, stop loss right below this, and take profit got met. And that's the lesson of that. And we could, during this case scenario, you could put a stop loss right below the body, right on the body, because body telling the story, wick doing the damage. And this how can we do this? How can we put ourselves on our body sometimes is only if this type of scenario where market has a big impulse to move to the upside or downside and it's not look like gonna go do a 50% retracement. We just enter the body or model 1 itself and put our stop loss right on the body of the model 1. And we cannot be greedy. We will not be greedy, and I am not greedy. I will change the rule for Thursday and Friday, and I just changed it right now, right? After make this video, I'm gonna change the rule and write it down. So for the Thursday and Friday, as you guys know, market goes in a fair price, so you must go for risk take profit. So on Thursday and Friday, my take profit will just be the CRT highs and CRT lows, nothing else, just the CRT. Now this gives me one take profit to go for. So the take profit, if the entry is a 3RR, I'm making 3R instantly. I'm not pushing a 1.5 or whatever. But you must offer a 2R and above. If it does not offer a 2RR, I'm not gonna take it, obviously. So for Thursday and Friday, I will only go for the CRT highs and CRT lows as my take profit. Where if I'm entering on a 4-hour hourly, whatever I'm entering at, on Thursday and Friday is gonna be my take profit. There's gonna be no additional take profit on a daily or the weekly. It's just gonna be those two take profit. Just gonna be that take profit only, which is the CRT high or CRT low, the candle range that we're entering the trade with. So yeah, make sure you guys, this is the lesson of this trade. We cannot be greedy. We will not be greedy. Getting a pie out of the move is better than getting no pie. And I'm actually happy with this loss. I'm actually very happy. Why? Now this helps me lock in full profits. That means so now I read this rule every single day. Now I'm not greedy that much no more. Now I had a take profit rule, which I did not have it before, which I did not have a partial take profit, which is probably when they will shut up. It's just fucking being greedy. You could have picked that easily. Yes, but I never had a rule about it. So my mind's not aware of it. But I'm very happy because I added that, and it's part of the process. Everybody has their own journey. I'm still down like I think negative 1.3 RR. I could have been out of drawdown with this and up 1.5 RR. But did I? No. That's the beautiful part. We learn. And it's a beautiful trade. Now let's sharpen my Thursday and Friday rule even further, as well as this helping with the greedy rule. Now, when my take profit gets hit, doesn't matter where the market is. If the market is here and my take profit gets here, I will partial over here. I don't care where the market is. I'll partial wherever the market is. If I get take profit gets hit and I don't see the screen and I'm market's all down here, I'll partial right there because my take profit get hit. My take profit got met. So right when it gets met, I'm partialing. I don't care where the market is. Right when I see the market getting tap it, I'm partialing, breaking even, and that's it. And for Thursday and Friday trading rule, I'll only go for CRT highs and CRT lows as my take profit. No additional take profit because these two specific days need to go for a fair price. And the market, as you guys know, if you don't go for take profit, market will have a high chance of reversing. So I'll just go for CRT highs and CRT lows as my take profit on these two specific days. Now this is even better. Now I'm not going for for honest take profit on a Thursday or Friday, trying to go for a fucking 20 RR, 13 RR trades. That's gonna only be on a Monday through Wednesday. This makes sense. It all makes sense. I'm very happy with this trade. Now this sharpened my Thursday and Friday rule. Now this tells me, okay, take profit gets met or wherever the market is, I'm gonna partial and break even. I don't care. I just add a new scenario so that where I can enter out of the model 1 when the threshold is, when we're supposed to enter the threshold. Only time we can enter out of the model 1 when the threshold when we're supposed to enter out of the threshold is if the market did a big impulse move to the upside or downside, and does it make sense for the market to go all the retrace to that threshold and go up higher or lower? In that cases, we can enter on the model one itself and put our stop loss just below the body or above the body of the model one we're entering out of. But I'm very happy. Everybody has, as I said, everybody has their own journey of their trading, and my journey is this right over here. Am I mad about me? Oh, fuck, I didn't make any money. I could have gotten drawed on whatever. Am I mad at all about this? No, I'm not mad at all. I'm actually happy. I'm actually satisfied with this. Yes, I didn't make nothing. Yes, we didn't make any profit. But guess what? This will sharpen our edge even further. Now I have a take profit rule. Now I have, okay, right when I take profit, I say, I don't care what the market is. I'll push and break even. Now we have that. Now we have a new scenario of entering on model one when we're supposed to enter that threshold. This right over here is very good for trade. I love it. I exchanged losing $10 on getting a very viable rule to not be fucking greedy. And I had a greedy rule, and I'm not greedy, and I will take a piece of the pie and not the whole pie. I will go first to take profit on Thursday and Friday just so the CT is too low, and that's it. Thank you for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm very happy with this trade. I'm enjoying the process here. I'm enjoying the process. Every single day I wake up at 5 a.m. I'm enjoying the process. I'm happy. Like, yo, it's another day. I'm not thinking about the future. I'm not thinking of the past. This present moment. I'm just enjoying the process. Probably one day, well, this week could have gotten closer to your success goal where you wanted to go, but it didn't happen. Yeah, okay. It didn't happen. Say it. It didn't happen. Everybody has their own journey. This is my journey. And, I'm loving it here because this just sharpened my edge even further for a Thursday and Friday, because Thursday and Friday were usually my hardest time to trade. As you guys know, Thursday and Friday, people say, don't I trade those days? They're correct, but you can go around it, you can make your own edge around those days, which I just did with this trade. I'm very happy that I exchanged it, because in the future, I could go for let's just say, I could have a $600,000 position here. I could be trading with 600,000. So if I lose, I'm losing 600,000. If I make, I'm making what, 1.2 million, 1.8 million, etc., etc. And there was that time, if I did not know about this Thursday and Friday rule, I would either lose a lot of money, or I would. Right now, I'm just in this trade, I'm losing $10. I could have lost what, 600,000. Just because I'm being greedy. So in the future, right now I'm just losing less, losing a couple, $500 per trade. But in the future, probably can lose 600,000. So this right over here in the future helps me. Okay, in the future, it tells me Thursday and Friday I must go for take profit. Where I will take profit gets met, no matter what the market is. I will partially break even, and and I have a new scenario of taking model one and putting where to put my stop loss. Very very viable trade. This just helps in the future. In the future, if we have larger position and more capital, this helps us not make those mistakes, because the earlier stages we picked it up on. Although this trade didn't yield in anything, just actually made us lose money. It did use something. It did yield in something. What did it yield on? It helped us with our rule even more. It sharpened my edge even more. So as you guys know, edge is basically something that you're going to make money on, but it's not guaranteed to make you money every single time. So we have every edge of the market, but it's not 100% win rate. My edge is a 40% win rate, believe it or not. But guess what? I'm still making money. This right here would have made the whole week losses back, but it's very very viable. I love it. I love it. Now I know, okay, Friday, Thursday, I'm going for a take profit. I'm just gonna go for CTH to low. When I'm supposed to be entering a threshold, but market has a big impulse to the upside or downside, and it doesn't look like it's gonna do a threshold retrace, because it wouldn't make sense. I would enter on the just a model one and put stop loss on the body, or above the body. Right when my take profit gets met, I don't care what the market is. I'll partially break even. And This trade I could have definitely partialed here. I was looking at the market when my take profit got made. I was like, yeah, this is gonna get hit. But guess what? Lesson. And when the market went all the way down here, I could have gotten out, right? I could have been like, you could have gotten out over here. I didn't get out. I knew the problem. I knew there was a problem right when take profit got met. I was like, okay, I'm greedy here. I'm gonna let this ride. I'm gonna let this hit my stop loss, because if I don't, and I guess I get out here or whatever happened, because guess what, I'm making money here. It's just short term, but I just literally no lesson out of this if I do that, right? Because I'm just gonna be happy I made money. When I'm doing this now, okay, I'm looking at the market. Okay, what I do right, what I do wrong, this, that, right? I'm searching for answers. When I'm this, yeah, I made money though. I'm good. I made money though. I'm satisfied. I made money though. Which you see, that's what happens if when your mind try to distract you with profits or whatever. My mind was like, okay, I could definitely get out here. I could have definitely got out over here. Will I get out? I said I'm not gonna get out. I'm gonna hit my take profit. I'm gonna let it hit my stop loss, because I did something wrong here. I did something wrong. There's a big valuable lesson. I want to hit my stop loss because, as I said, I'm gonna move forward. And moving forward, I'm gonna encounter new problems, which we're gonna fix and move up, move up even more forward, and even go even more forward. So there's a new concept problem. I was like, okay, this is a very valuable lesson. If I get out right over here, I don't care with the trade, but I don't want my mind to distract me with just profits. Not just for the actual answer out of the trade, because in the future it can potentially get met, and I could just hold it and now not partial break even, because I think it's gonna go up higher or lower. Like, yeah, okay, this just tells me, okay, I want to take profit gets met, I gotta break even and partial. I cannot hold it higher or lower, because if I were to get out here in the future, I wouldn't care. I would let it, I would think it go higher or lower without caring, and I would lose even more, because I said we're gonna have way larger capital. We're gonna trade, let's say, 600,000 per position. It's a lot of money to some people, right? Whereas if that's a lot of money, you have to do it right. Every trade should be right and probability based. Thank you for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, and join the description down below. And see you guys later. Peace out. Very vital lesson. I love you. I love it.